YouTube, kiwee33 touching base. Again, this is day 3 or day 4, I can't remember, in India. Back at the hotel. Feels good to be back eating regular food. Again, non-vegetarian. Came back early this morning. They picked me up at about, or the tour operators picked me up at about 6:30 this morning. Came back to the hotel, had some breakfast with my dad, and then we did some massages. Felt really good. Things get to moving blood again. Felt excellent. Then we actually stepped out and ventured over to the mall, which is a couple minutes away from us. One of the guys called it Big Money Mall, and we definitely got an understanding for that. Big Money Mall. We got a couple good deals. My dad picked up a hat for like 1,000 rupees, which is like 25 Canadian. And oh no, yeah, I think he picked up some thong sandals for 1,000 rupees, which was like 25 Canadian, and a hat which was like 35 Canadian or something. So it wasn't too bad. We saw some really nice watches, a couple other things, but I mean the stores generally are pretty. You'd swear you dropped out of India and dropped right into like Sherway Mall or something. It has, they've got the Nike store, they've got the Reebok store, they've got Samsung store, they've got a Sony store. For the most part, it's pretty Americanized, and the bathrooms are immaculate. You should see it. They're perfect, and marble everywhere. It was I started to run out of gas and walking, so we grabbed the cab and came back. It was about a 5-minute walk. If we were actually able to weren't actually able to walk to the mall. I didn't want to burn all my gas in my legs walking to the mall, so we took a little cab to the mall, and I walked in the mall and did relatively well. And then on the way back, we got a little a thing called a rickshaw. It's like 3 wheels. Looks like a motorbike with a big giant shell on it or something. It's crazy. And grabbed that on the way back. So, and then once we got back to the hotel, we had lunch, and then both of us knocked out for about, must have been 4 or 5 hours. Just slept. So, needless to say, it's like 1 a.m. in India right now. We're both wide awake watching TV, hanging out. Then in terms of how I feel pretty good. I don't know. I'm still skeptical of how I'm feeling. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this way because I'm obviously relaxing and taking it easy and calming down, or if I'm actually starting to feel the effects of things that are taking place. I'm playing it. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'll take the optimistic approach to things, and I'll tell you how I'm feeling. The numbness in my hands definitely has gone down a notch. It's not as strong, but it's definitely gone down a notch. My walking feels unbalanced, and when I say unbalanced, it feels better but unbalanced. And I say that because of the muscle difference in each of the legs. There's obviously a muscle difference in them, but it's minimal, and if you can imagine the weight transfer between the left and the right leg being ever so slightly off, is causing a little bit of a shuffle. So definitely notably feels different. Energy levels once again are good. I feel good. I haven't been drinking coffee for like a week and a half, so I don't know if I'm under coffee withdrawal as well or what, but I feel good about that. The bladder seemed a little less active. Didn't have to go to the bathroom every 20 minutes, half an hour with all the walking that I did, which is good. Didn't seem as active, and I'm gonna go with the fact that that's a good thing. I've been drinking, juices, drinking a lot of water and stuff. So there hasn't been. I've had two beers since we've been here. Stop it. So those are the most notable things. My eyesight not hasn't cleared up. I've come to terms with the fact that my vision was one of the first things that I've ever noticed that I noticed that actually was a problem, my optic neuritis. And that has been a problem since 2003. So let's just say that MS is in fact a damaging disease. It damages the nerves, it damages the myelin sheath around the nerve endings themselves. Even if my body stood a chance of repairing itself, I think it's a little unfair of me to expect my body to try to repair something that's been damaged for 7 years. So me expecting my vision to get better in the span of 24 to 48 hours, 3 days, a week, whatever it happens to be, is a little bit unfair. So, apologizing to my body for thinking that it would be able to fix something like that was a little bit presumptuous. But I definitely think that the procedure it seems to be helping, and me being a mild case, as Dr. Vikas had mentioned, would definitely allude to the fact that I have to be looking for minor changes because my case is minor. So what's next? Wednesday. Today's being, I guess it's Saturday for us now. Saturday morning. But the next thing on tap is to medically, anyways, is Wednesday. We're going to be going to see Dr. Vikas and having a Doppler redone. And that will tell the tale of what's happening in the 3 locations: bottom left, bottom right, and top right. I'm thinking that my plan of action is going to be basically his initial prognosis was the fact that the top right was very narrowed, and that seems to be the biggest problem. The top part of the veins, in his opinion, seem to be the most problematic. So I'm thinking, and that's where my biggest problem was. So I'm thinking that once he actually goes in and checks with the Doppler and sees what's happening, if I do show evidence of narrowing in the top right, I think I'll be exploring the chance at putting in a stent at that point, which it would be a possibility. I may in fact have to extend my stay here in India by a couple of days to be able to facilitate that. But at this point, I feel like I've come so far with the help of my dad, and all you guys have been supporting and watching and helping me out, and with all the support that I have back home. I figure I've come so far that I may as well take advantage of a couple extra days and have the stent put in, so that I can benefit from it, providing Dr. Vikas feels that is something that he can help me out with, or do for that matter. So that's pretty much it. I'll be looking for updates again. I'm gonna be probably taking it a bit easy on the updates. Every 24 hours is getting might be getting a little bit much. If anything should happen, I'll definitely be updating. But I don't know if I'll be updating again in 24 hours. I may wait another 2 days just to give a giant update, maybe over the weekend or something like that. So, signing off, and at Stan's request, always. Thanks again for sending me that paperwork, man. I appreciate it. And big shouts to my family. Once again, I love and miss you guys very much. Kai and I hope picture day went well. Lots of pictures. And Dawn, hope you're feeling better. You got to get your voice back for Sunday. That's basically it. So I'm signing off. Bye.